Hello and welcome everybody. MXAM, we're doing a live stream for reaction to the Developer Direct. I am here with Daddy D-Small. Hello and welcome everybody. MXAM, we're doing a live stream for reaction to the, you know what they hear? Developer Direct. I am here. Hear my voice echoing because I had the stream open. How's everyone doing? How's chat? What are excitement levels for this? How are you looking forward to this, D-Small? Yeah. I heard the secret game is something you specifically want, which is Dino Crisis. That's what I heard. No D-Small sound. Oh. Yeah, okay, I see. On Twitch specifically? Oh, can you guys hear Despawn on on YouTube? Both? Okay. Yeah. This one. It should be on all of them.
Okay, interesting. I'm definitely talking. I'm saying stuff. You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear him now?
Can you hear me? We hear him now. Yeah, let's go.
Perfect. I turned on all of the options in every single audio section. It doesn't matter.
That as long as it works, right? I had to pause and restart my
I did too, so let's...
YouTube thing. 12, 26, 25, 24.
I'm gonna stop at 12:20.
12:20.
Yep.
I am on 12:20.
3, 2, 1. 19, 18. 18.
Look at that. Look at that. Professionals.
If Fix was here, that would have taken so much longer.
Be such a shit show. Can you turn the Xbox stream down for now? That's a good shout.
Yep.
For everyone who's wondering, it's my birthday, so I'm having the day off. So Crash is running the stream. So anything goes horribly wrong, it is clearly Fix's fault.
Yeah.
Not being here. When the boss is away, we're gonna have pure anarchy. That's how it happens. But yes. Yeah, I would say, turn it down a little bit if you can do.
I turned the volume all the way off. We'll turn it back on whenever.
That'll do it. I mean, the big question is, Crash, you know, the boss isn't here to tell us off.
Yeah.
We did promise to keep each other accountable. Do we stand for this or do we sit?
I've had a busy morning. I say lazy stream. I say lazy stream.
No, it's going to be full energy. We're going to be full energy. I'm like partially under the weather, so like you're gonna probably watch a man die on stream, and I apologize for that. Sorry, you're gonna watch a man live on stream, but it's gonna be for a great cause. It's gonna be for video games, the greatest of all the causes.
So, hype levels in chat.
Question.
Oh, you have a question?
I have a question.
Okay.
Where's your hype level at?
Man, out of 10, say like a 5, a 6,
a 5. Oh, okay.
A 5, a 6. No, I think over time, more tempered expectations at the showcases, right? You expect less, they deliver more. I feel.
All right, so I expect maybe one game. The others will just be a title card. If I get more than that, I'll be excited.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. No, so honestly, I'm at like I want to say I'm at an 8, which is probably not a good thing to be at going into one of these things. we've got to be getting like a full-on gameplay reel of Fable, right?
Yeah.
Like if the game is out this year, we've seen it enough times now. Just like give us that full behind-the-scenes look at all the gameplay. We're gonna get Forza Horizon, which, if the rumors and leaks are true, is coming in like 3 months. Maybe
Yeah.
4. I can't remember what the date was. It's like May, wasn't it? So 4 months. So again, Forza Horizon's gonna look beautiful. We know it is. Come on, it's Playground Games.
Yeah.
It's a Horizon game. It's gonna be gorgeous. So I expect that to look good, and I expect a nice little deep dive into that. I want to see if they're doing it like proper like drift car editions in there, because obviously the drift car culture in Japan is a huge thing, or at least it was when Tokyo Drift launched.
I
And
was
we know
gonna say that's my
the
only reference for.
quintessential- That is the quintessential, entry point into Japanese car culture. So I'm very hyped for that. And then Game Freak making a game that looks good.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not getting excited for a Game Freak game until they release a good
me neither.
Pokemon game ever.
No. To be fair, like I'm interested in the take that they've got on this one. Like it looks like an interesting, like, for the weebs out there, it looks like a very interesting take on like the Princess Mononoke kind of like forest spirits.
Definitely that
kind of
vibe for sure.
like, guys, yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what they do in that kind of story. And there's robots as well, which is interesting. But obviously the big thing is with the developer directs, the huge things are always the surprises, right?
Yes.
Previously we've had Hi-Fi Rush shadow drops. Last time we got Ninja Gaiden 4, 5, whichever one it was. There's
5.
So many numbers.
5, I think.
The latest one. So what do you think will be if there is a shadow drop? What do you think it'll be?
My mind is on Double Fine's other game is where my mind goes. I think Just Gordon teased it. I think it fits. I don't know if that's something they would shadow drop so soon to their last release, but I guess even with Obsidian, they'll release multiple Obsidian titles within a short span. So that could be, if you're looking at like shadow release, that could be a shadow release. If they do a shadow release, I don't think shadow releases are always required, or they always do it. I want to say, I feel like there might have been a point where they do it. They generally tend to try and release something the day of. Could be a demo or something along those lines as well. Yeah,
I mean, it leaked horribly, but I mean, obviously the Obsidian remaster was supposedly going to be a shadow drop, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a shadow drop, but it just leaked early. So I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that something big could shadow drop. And again, Double Fine could be something. The rumors out there is there's going to be a Fable remake shadow dropping at some point.
Fable?
Could it be Fable 3? Could it be New Vegas?
Fallout.
Not Fable.
Fallout. I was confused. I was like, are those the rumors?
No. Yeah. Could you imagine if Fable, like, when, like, you know what, we've kept you waiting long enough, just have the game. Here, go play.
We're gonna remake Fable 2 in case the new Fable doesn't hit. You guys have the best Fable available to you guys.
Yeah. Fable New Vegas, the best Fable game, made by Obsidian. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. So the rumors are Fallout 3 remake is out there in the wild somewhere, ready to go. I mean, I'd be hyped for that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the biggest Fallout for them to remake, right?
3 or New Vegas, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
honestly, 22 days into the year, and Obsidian haven't released a new game yet. What the hell?
Yeah, they're slacking this year. They're like so far behind.
So maybe a Fallout New Vegas shadow drop from Obsidian could be cool.
That would be cool, especially with the quality. You think it would be from Obsidian that does it, not the same people they had do the Oblivion, because the Oblivion remaster I feel like turned out pretty well for what it was, right? Where it was like they're trying to stay super faithful. It's a remaster, but they also added some new
quality of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd more likely see that studio doing it. Maybe it being like a tangent thing, that like a side by side thing they worked on, of being like, they started Fallout 3 or Oblivion, sorry. Saw how well that was doing, and then went, you know what, we can do this with other games. We've got the source code. Let's use this knowledge and do both of them. We've got the the studio size or whatever. Like, I could definitely see it. Like, I know it's not been that long since Oblivion Remastered dropped, but like, yeah, I could see them doing it.
I mean, it makes sense also with like the sense of like Game Pass is having an Obsidian remaster drop every year. If you can do it, it might be hard to manage to do it every year. But if you can manage to get one, that for some people will have them hooked on Game Pass or whatever it is, wanting to play on cloud for the whole year. Those games are generally they're the games that people will play throughout the year, even in between playing other stuff. I want to make a new character, I want to do a different run, whatever the case.
Yeah. Just a massive shout out to Jojo in chat. Thank you, everyone. If you are not on YouTube and liking the video, please do go do that. Also, if you are on Twitch and you are not following already, what the hell? Hit that follow button. It's my birthday. Do it as a birthday treat.
Despawn. The Despawn's birthday present. You might not be able to give him anything else, but you can like the video on the.
Yeah. If you're not going to drop 10 tier 3 subs, drop a like.
Yeah. Also, shout out to
kind of thing.
To Jojo for shouting out the YouTube short. I watched it. It came out very good, I think.
Yeah. Which one was it?
That one was the. I don't want to mix them up. I don't want to spoil one of them. This one was the.
Without spoiling it too much, was it one of the imposters?
Yes. Yeah, that one. It was. I think this is the Oblivion, where one of us doesn't know Oblivion. Yes, this is I thought it came out really good.
Yeah, shout out to Fix on that one. He did the editing.
Did
I don't
he?
want to give him too much credit because
I was shouting it out because I thought it was you. I was like, birthday present for Despawn right there. It was Fix.
No.
I didn't really like it. It was pretty not great, but you guys can still go and leave a like and watch it.
Yeah. Obviously, as well, if you haven't done so already, go on our socials and like the Going Live tweet on both Twitter and Blue Sky if you are one of those.
And then if you're watching this and you've never left a podcast review, I need you to go and leave a podcast review while you're here. You got 3 minutes before the show starts. You got a perfect amount of time to go leave a podcast review. 5 stars. Say whatever you want.
5 stars. Fix needs to show up to more things. That's what the kind of level.
Yes. Happy birthday, Despawn.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Despawn. Cat dropped 10 tier 3 subs, so here's a podcast review. Those kind of things,
Yeah. Exactly. You boys are we are very, very needy. That is correct.
I crave love. That's all I need. Yeah.
Fix isn't here. Fix is boss man, so we get to like let out that neediness without Fix being here.
Yeah, Daddy Despawn needs affirmations of love. That's all he needs.
2 minutes out.
Yeah. So, out of the two, which do you think is going to be the Playground Games game you're going to spend the most time in? Forza Horizon 6 or Fable?
I'll do like 2 races in Forza, if that.
You're not a race fan?
No, I'm not. Like, I barely get into like a Mario Kart. That like these games are like they're fun, and I'm like I understand it. Like good games, well made. I understand who they're for. I understand why those people like them. For me, they do next to nothing personally. Yeah.
I'm gonna say while we've got like less than 2 minutes to go, chat. What are you most excited about today? Is it Fable? Is it Forza Horizon 6? Is it Beast of Reincarnation? Or is it whatever the potential secret 4th or even 5th game might be? We got Stead saying Forza Horizon 6. The most shocking answer from Stead ever.
I think it would be quality of Forza Horizon 6. How fast, if at all, does Stead drop it?
That's a good question. Like, I don't think Stead will drop 6. Like Forza Horizon 6. I have faith in Playground to do something good. Whereas, Turn 10 kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
Yeah. Jojo's excited for Beast of Reincarnation. I am interested to see more of the actual gameplay and what does it play like. Is it more? Some people have been saying it seems like it'll be Souls-like. Will it be Souls-like, or will it be something more actiony and less punishing?
Less punishing. Yeah. That's the question. Is it going to be like a full-on like Souls-like game, or is it just going to be like is it going to lean more to Souls or DMC? Is the question, right? Devil May Cry. Like, which side is it going to be? Dan, Fix is going to be on Unlock this evening. So after this, go check out that.
Yep.
Don't leave beforehand, or you'll ruin my birthday, and you don't want to do that.
Don't ruin Despawn's birthday,
Don't ruin my birthday. Like, you know.
especially since he's here, spending it right here.
Oh,
All right, 10 seconds.
here we go. Yep. Let's
Let me
go.
know audio levels if something needs to be higher or lowered.
Uh-oh. This year marks 25 years of Xbox, a milestone that celebrates the diverse storytellers, teams, and fans who bring the worlds to life. Let's take a closer look at... hey, I was reading that. All games today available day one with Xbox Game Pass. Okay. I like that confirmation beforehand. And play anywhere. I respect it.
Enjoy the show. I'll
Do
be
my
the
best.
judge of that, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rated T for teen is the highest it goes.
Rated 18. That's a lot of 18s. Ooh.
Some 16s. I don't know what Z0 means. Who has that
rating,
rating
maybe?
system? King off 2026.
Yeah. I do
Fable?
like this format for them.
Yeah, I feel that they with Developers Direct, I feel like they found the perfect spotlight the developers without it feeling a little bit too much of an info dump, which I think is the struggle sometimes showcases have.
Yeah.
Direct
They've
to you, I
always
see
got
what they
like
did
good
there.
balance.
Yeah, for sure. It's also just really well shot as well, which adds a layer to
Oh,
it.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the production team.
A lot of developers.
That's what I do with my hands. Yeah, look, there's a
Playground
big
Games there
space
is
right
twice as pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
It's like they saw last year what Obsidian did with like 3 games and went, I reckon we could beat that this year.
Yeah.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, Design Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, Art Director for Forza Horizon. The Horizon Festival is a
Always
celebration
Drifting. They
good.
started with drifting, Despawn. You
It's time we
did.
drift. They go, well,
You did.
Give me what I wanted.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift is real.
and now
Tokyo
we're
Drift
taking you
lives.
to the place
Han
we've
lives.
wanted to visit for a very long time.
Spoilers. That's spoilers. Despawn.
Okay.
We designed a campaign
Pretty sure it was in the trailers.
focuses on your journey. You
I think it
don't start as a
was.
superstar of the
Yeah.
festival, or a racing champion, or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your
Interesting.
first goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifier.
It's always the tourists
After
driving like
that,
idiots on the
you
road.
rise
I don't know.
through ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars.
Imagine if they did that in real life and were like, yeah, come,
Yeah, just-
this racing tournament. You're a tourist. That's
By
cool.
completing spectacular
They,
events
I mean, they
to
kind of
unlock
do.
the
Like,
next wristband.
they've got like the Le Mans race, like the 24-hour race. So it's just like it just takes over a town. And I'm pretty sure one of their F1 races around Monaco is like in the city streets.
Obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City.
Yeah.
When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island.
This is interesting. It feels like they're trying to,
Region
like,
of the world with
go more into, like, the
events,
build-up of
tracks,
building
and
your
areas to
racer, as it
explore,
would be.
And that will be a true accomplishment.
The last
Throughout
Forza
that
game
journey, all of
have
Japan outside the Horizon
create a
Festival
character or
is
like a
yours to
character you
explore.
play as. I can't remember. I feel like one of them did.
Yeah,
Let's talk
kinda.
about
Like
the
Horizon
location
5
you've all
did.
been waiting for.
But like, obviously, it wasn't the focus. But it
Yeah.
was very much like you are a racer coming into
Japan
the
is
Horizon
ideal
circuit
location
and
for our
like building
biggest
up your
and
rep
most
and stuff.
exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our
So
largest
good.
map, full of
All
verticality.
I know
Wonders
is that
just all
those
the way around
citizens
that.
probably hate all these tourists
breathtaking
drifting
views.
around on their random
Mm-hmm,
street, trying to get some points or whatever it is.
So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production,
Nice.
I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home,
This
at
is the
Tokyo
weirdest Ghost of
Dock,
Tsushima
we
sequel I've
discussed
ever
the
seen.
building number, picking 7
Why is
and
it all
8
modern?
because those two numbers
Ooh.
are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact,
It is a
these numbers
very,
are
very
also
good
part of
looking,
a well-known
very pretty,
Japanese
which
proverb,
I feel like is not
"Hana
surprising at this point for them.
Korobi
No.
which means
Yeah, I'm gonna say like
never
I think I'm
give
pretty
up.
sure that's why Playground got Fable in the first place, right? Because they're so good
When
at
our
building
team
like a.
builds
Hey,
Forza
that's our
Horizon
logo.
game, we're focused on the
They're so good at building a
what
like
makes
an
it
open
special
world.
and unique.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
start
yeah,
of
for sure.
production, our
Yeah,
team traveled to
I feel like
Japan
with
to
that,
capture reference for everything.
worst cases you have a really pretty world that's really easy to show off,
Yeah.
even if it's
Like,
like
I mean, look at that.
lacking on other spots. But I feel like I feel like at worst case, even with Fable, it'll be a good game at worst case, right?
From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places, adapting it for Horizon's open world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and
Drifting.
Bandai-Atsuma. Then
Drifting.
layering the details around them, creating a world where every road
Let's
is
let's go. That's how you know it's gonna be a
For
10 out of
this
10 game.
we've built
Yeah.
the
When you get
biggest
5 a day
urban
every
area
time you play.
Our Tokyo City is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before.
Forza the first game to do like
Multiple
racing open
districts,
world
each
thing,
with a unique identity.
or was that the crew?
We work to create a
Good
city
question.
where
Like, what
every
came first, the
road,
crew or
every corner,
Horizon?
And every shortcut is fun to
I guess maybe,
drive
like,
and a delight to explore.
Need for Speed as well.
That is a good point.
Some of the
Seasonal
lo-
change in Japan
some of the more
is
recent Need
dramatic,
for Speeds
and
as well.
These changes are widely celebrated in local
That's actually a
culture.
very good point.
We've captured that in games so
I
that
completely
see
forgot
them
about
every now and
State
again.
for Speed. I completely, I did not even remember that franchise
that
existed.
sense of exploration is at the heart of the game.
Test drive as
Everything
well.
you'll find on your
Ooh.
road trip in Japan is something for you to collect.
Well, that's cool.
Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of
See, I think the thing I love about Horizon so much is like getting first in a race isn't the only thing that matters. Like driving around the world and like unlocking
Yeah.
like, different unlockables and stuff. And that being a way to find new cars as well in 5 was always cool.
Yeah, even if you're not the best at a racing game, you feel like you can accomplish stuff in Forza, which I do get that sense with Horizon
Yeah.
whenever I play it.
Yeah. I also like the granularity of the difficulty system of like you can turn on like the road marker, you
We've
could
improved
like
how each car is
catch up,
affected by
things
the
like
world.
that.
For example, with new cosmetic tire wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those.
I will
iconic
say,
Japanese roads. With more cars on day one. than
Next
ever
time they want to
before,
make another Mario
also
Kart with
creating
open
new
world,
ways to
probably
expand
should
your
look
car
at
collection
Forza a
through
bit. Horizon.
Yeah.
Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage. We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them.
Oh, I was gonna say what's the cover car? Oh,
The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence. And our game is the ideal place to experience.
I
the
will
most
say,
modern
I think
race.
underrated for
Racing's relentless
nowadays in a
Japanese
Forza game,
engineering
the audio team absolutely
Yeah.
kills it with that
I would-
engine. Sounds
that
so
engine
good.
then it's just like, oh,
Yeah. Music to your
All brought
ears.
to life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the world.
our mask screen. Oh,
That sounds so. That sounds so good.
yeah, there it is. Oh,
That's gonna be my white noise when I try to go to sleep now. I'm just gonna find
Yeah.
a track of just Forza audio.
Just loop this bit.
Yeah.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating
This
a
is where we
diverse
get DMCA
track list
Strike.
from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement the visual contrast of our map, we've captured extensive field recordings
Oh, this is
across
relaxing.
all 4 seasons in Japan,
Yeah.
creating a
This'll be
rich
my white
and
noise.
truly authentic world for you to experience.
Like you can already find this white noise online.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you could probably find engines revving as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that.
Wait,
You'll
can I
find
make a
one of
house?
these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built.
Sims Horizon?
But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, you had that pretty shot of nature and you just plopped some buildings on it.
Yeah. Big old grey buildings. Mm.
Did you make it better?
Fully
You know?
committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games.
Again, we need to get a lawyer about
Also
this
be adding
logo
new
thing.
options
What's going on
like
there?
Proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion. Our
Okay.
major new accessibility feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open
Oh, I like
world
this.
of Japan
Yeah.
visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
That is cool.
Japan is world renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new open world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy a copy of the cars you see. Then head out together
Nice.
to explore.
I like
where you'll
that.
find classic events.
I wonder if somebody buys like a copy of your car.
Iconic nighttime races down
Do you get
Japanese
something for
mountain
that?
passes.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
There's more to do in the open
Probably
world
just
than
credit.
ever before.
Like, not get in-game credit,
Yeah.
but like, you know, like cred. Like,
Horizon Time Attack.
high
Right.
points or whatever, yeah.
These are seamlessly part of the
That'd be
open
interesting,
world.
though. Like, it
No
might give,
loads,
like,
no
more of a
matchmaking,
reason to
just a
work on the
truly
design
social
stuff.
experience.
But also, it's
You,
also
libraries and
friends,
things.
and the in-world
keep
league.
that world more alive of having people go to those meets and be like,
Playing together
hey,
is
look at the cool
easier
thing I
and
just
more
made,
rewarding than ever.
Yeah.
or whatever rewards there is.
Forza fans are incredibly
Look, Mara
creative,
can be on a billboard.
making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support
Instead
your
of saying you can
creativity,
sell your
we've
car
added the ability
now
to
and
start
things
building from
for in-game
anywhere, as well as loads of
cash.
other
Okay.
player-requested
You can sell libraries as well.
all
Okay,
of
that's
which
cool.
are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're
It's
making
true, we
building
do.
fully multiplayer. In Horizon
Ooh.
Co-op, you and
Oh,
your friends
God.
can build anything you can imagine together.
I would play this with Fix and just follow him around and undo everything he does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
From everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on, and that you're as excited as we
I
are
did.
for the game. We'll be launching
I am.
on
Well, probably not
Xbox
as excited
and
as this
PC
guy, but-
on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza
19th,
fan
there
on
we go.
PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year when our PlayStation version is ready.
Oh, nice.
For
Okay.
now, though, stay tuned for more updates.
Dead
and
Good delayed
PlayStation.
release.
over the coming months. And
Said the
thanks
word.
for joining us. We can't
They
wait
did.
to see you in Forza Horizon.
I assume that means that's
as
the
we
plan for
discover
like
Japan together.
most games. I wonder if we'll see the same thing in Fable.
I'd be interested. Yeah.
Because I assume it'll come eventually, but whether they'll like directly talk about like you'll see Fable coming to PlayStation later this year or whatever.
Yeah. This is getting a game of the year nom. I could see it, honestly. Happened the last one, right?
Yeah, it really just depends what.
Wait. What?
Oh, now that's hype. That's,
Okay.
I'm in. I'm in.
Now I'm in. Yeah, yeah.
I like the art there as well, but yeah, Gundam's
Yeah.
fucking hype.
I know, right? For a second, I was like, Godzilla.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna have a Godzilla thing going on.
Here we go. Game Freak time. Shows you gameplay, running at like 12 frames a second, as is known for Game Freak. if we're looking. Gotta say, do you like their office look?
Yeah.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームフリークのゼネラルプロデューサー大森茂です。
You think they actually had that area in the office, or they built it just for that
No,
one
I reckon
shot?
they had it. Yeah, that one shot. Like guys, you're working in a concrete box. We've got to do something here.
Yeah.
Buy a plant. Just buy one plant.
新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほか、ソリティバ、ギガレッカーなど
They mentioned Pokemon on an Xbox Developer Direct.
新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。
I'm gonna be honest. This is looking quite framey to me.
A little bit.
遠い未来、文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本。そして一人と一匹の
Having the wolf follow you is so cool, though.
ゲームプレイで構築されています。この美しくも過酷な
Honestly, just thinking that's like maybe I'm too harsh on this game.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just looking for that Game Freak junk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。
They can fix frames, true. They can.
新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
Right, I'm liking the vibes.
Yeah.
In general. Oh, poor wolf.
最初は黙々とそのゲームである感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりのある相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
This game does give it like a really old school JRPG vibe of like having different things mixed together that you wouldn't expect. Like the big mechs, the nature stuff, the wolf, the samurai, all sorts of stuff like that, right?
Yeah. That's a Demogorgon right there. Come on, what the hell?
I'll be hearing from Netflix soon.
かつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな
Art style is very good.
Yeah, oh, I like that. Like the using the vines to jump as a double jump.
鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになり、プロトタイプも出来上がってきました。
Okay, you know, I'm liking that traversal.
人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
I've seen this in Avatar. I've seen this happen.
ゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm liking that combat look.
ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。
mentioned again.
モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプ
I
ト
was gonna call and be like, hey, you guys gotta pull down the stream. Yeah,
You guys have got to stop, man. You got to stop. Come on.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't end up coming to Switch too.
Yeah.
自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。 日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。さらに植物を
I'm loving this blending of styles.
重要な存在として植物と動物が融合した生物でもある腐食体も出来上がっていきました。腐食体のデザインは当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田
Also, as announced at the beginning, even if you're unsure about this, it's going to be on Game Pass.
That is true.
Everything's going to be day one Game Pass.
Even the secret surprise games, because there's going to be at least 3.
Oh, it's going to be at least 3.
At least 3. Yeah.
人類の大半が消滅
You
した
know,
後の
we're
世界
getting Fallout New Vegas, Fable New
エマは
Vegas.
腐食体を借り
Fable New Vegas is the one people are sleeping
体を
on.
ことができるという特別な能力を持っています。ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ
I agree, Stead. It's very much Nier vibes. I actually fully agree with that. That's what I thought from like the beginning of the robot
彼女
scene.
の相棒となる空は日本の東の地で出会います。
Yeah, while I'm enjoying the look of this so far, I do want to see like just like an extended look at like pure combat.
Yeah, I think that is. I want to say a little worrying, but it's also like I don't think it's been a moment to show a good look.
No,
at
I mean like
game
it's the
combat.
first look at gameplay, right? Like give him time.
封じ後エンバーお前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を出す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマと空の力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体主を討伐しその力を取り込んでいくことになります。
Just straight up with Demogorgon, man. They just made it bigger and a little beefier. Like, let's add some wood.
Just excuse me, what?
You
Demogorgon's
heard
got
me.
wood?
You heard me. Demogorgon's got wood.
巨大化していった生物たちです。エマと空が戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐食体の中でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる存在は
Harry's
植物を
confirmed.
操り自身の支配地域に汚れの
This
森を
definitely looks like a
汚れの森に入ると
Souls
周囲の環境がガラ
experience.
ッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、
Get
かつて
Rexy
の人
Rubia.
間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
Well, they aren't telling you these are all the next gen of Pokemon. Yeah.
エマとクーはさまざまな人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
Alright, now you're just trying to look cool. Aura farming much?
同じく汚れの力
I
を
play
利用
as her?
していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えば、エマが敵の動きを見極め、攻撃を受け流すと、
Never anything
力が
but.
溜まり、開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。
Okay.
I like that.
そして、
Yeah.
開花技を放て
Bit of a new like
さらに
wrinkle
好
on
き
it.
なアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えば、ある開花技を使うと、エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また、別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの強力な闘技を敵に
Feels a little
できます。開花技の選
Final
択肢
Fantasy
は時間
VII
がスローになり
remake-ish. Not quite. It does like you have more.
Yeah.
I think more.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
slow
think
down
there's
time for
QTEs in the
combat.
Final Fantasy VII remake, right?
Now that I remember now.
Yeah, a little different, but it does give that sort of vibe.
Yeah, like pure action hack and slash and then slow it down for like certain abilities.
Yeah.
クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自の
I really want to know how
作っていくことができるんです。
the experience is for like the difference between I play and you play. They have shown also in the background a few times, like the loadout page, this page.
刀の効果を重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいれ
I would
ば
love that, JoJo.
ステルスだけで戦う人もいますし
Oh, we got stealth. Fix will be happy.
常にエマで戦闘を仕掛ける人
They
もい
call
れば
fix the Stealth King.
で戦わせる人もいます
The Stealth King, yep, that's definitely his name.
どのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのかプレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか今がとても楽しみです。
Oh, that hot bird.
That poor. Yeah, like what? It wasn't even like trying to attack them.
Just chilling. just flying around, just enjoying the sights, and then gets rocket launched at the sky.
I will say there are moments where it's like a little framey, but there's also some moments where it looks well.
Yeah.
全てのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。
Launch date, launch date.
今年の夏、
Oh, there we go. This summer.
PC、そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・
No, did it say Switch?
No, it didn't say Switch.
Wow.
ぜひウィッシュリストにご
Yeah,
登
no,
録くだ
just
さい。
Xbox, PC, and PlayStation.
Maybe this is Game Freak rebelling against Nintendo.
They're like, we're done making these basic ass Pokemon games for you. Like, we want to do something good with some good people with good frame rates. I'm very excited to check this out.
It's gotten me
Yeah,
intrigued.
it's a good show. Yeah. Summer 2026. Oh, here we go. The secret.
Double Fine.
Hey,
Yep,
Double Fine.
there we go.
Okay. But what do we think it's going to be? Something new and interesting, or Psychonauts 3?
Hope something new. As good as Psychonauts 3 would be, and I'm sure people would love it, it's not something I personally like. I'm too big of a fan of.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions. And this is
Wow, we
Alex
watched his hands
McClarkin,
real fast.
Senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist. At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently
I do like that as a
working on,
concept for a
basically
company.
Get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process. It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnight. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
All right, Tim, count down.
You worked so hard on that.
Oh.
Evil man.
What a
Don't
dick.
worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
I'm sorry, what now?
Interesting.
You know, there's like, in the grand scheme of humanity, like basically every sentence has been said. I think that might be the first time that sentence has ever been said out loud live.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Real and dreamlike exploration. Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game.
Right.
Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and it's just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
How long do you think it'd take to get fixed to rage at this?
We built this game to respond to your creative design choices.
Not a lot. Fix will get rage before we even get into any of the combat stuff while he's trying to build something. Fix will get frustrated at something.
30 seconds, yeah.
I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day. What better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless, naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay. And
I don't think this is a concept.
perfect place for
Why are the spirits cheeked up is my question. Like, what's going on with the
I mean,
spirits?
for destruction, those shapes
You might need to raise that with Tim Schafer.
capable fighters. pots that can
I
compete
feel like
with
that was his
challenges
one bit of
away
direction he
only
gave.
from
He was like, oh, we need cheeks. That's what,
Quench.
what the game's
All of
missing.
that together in a
Yeah.
4v4 combat party atmosphere. You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations.
So is it like a
Avoid
MOBA?
destroy incoming enemy warriors.
Seems like it.
Fill your pot up with water.
Like MOBA-esque, not
Yeah.
really a MOBA, because it doesn't look like there's like you're fighting any NPCs, right?
Yeah. Maybe more. What was that Pokemon one?
Unity. Pokemon Unity Unite.
Pokemon Unite.
But I think Pokemon Unite has like NPCs as well. You have to fight over
Oh, yeah.
objectives and things like that. It's really more like what's the game from Ninja Theory that they had released?
Oh,
something.
Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge. It's more like Bleeding Edge, it seems.
We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character
It's an easy
builder,
MOBA.
and a
Yeah.
loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that
Yeah.
lets you
Sorry,
feel
guys.
like
Like,
a master
I know we want to get into a
You
fight,
can
but I've really got
easily
to
make
work
any
on my pottery
pottery
right
shape you
now.
could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying. We've carefully married the clay technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours.
Straight Edge. What? Same punks in the game?
As you sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll automatically detect when you're shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask ourselves.
Oh, I like the option on
if
the
I was
left hand
a
side,
vase,
oh, the right hand
and
side
this
there,
vase
where it's
that I
like
just made was now my body.
you can make it, you
What
can
can
carry
I,
more
as a
water, or you
vase,
can have it more
do?
health.
Yeah.
You can decide to balance on it.
Very, very creative. I wonder how well this will do with players.
Run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out.
Yeah.
Each shape has its own.
But again,
unique
like I
way
say,
of
with it being like
performing
a
moves.
small,
And because
like,
your shape matters. The animation
project
team
in the
has
grand
taken
scheme
on
of
the
things, I
challenge
feel
of
like there's not
bringing
going to be
those
that much
different
overhead
pot
for them.
shapes to life in surprising ways. In
So who
addition
knows, maybe
to
we're
these
working on another
core
game.
moves, each shape also had
Yeah.
its own special attack, which we pushed to be the
That
most
one was, I'm
fun
just
and
tricking my
over-the-top
memory.
moments in the
Splatoon.
game. Cup spot
Gives me more of a
popcorn,
Splatoon vibe than a MOBA vibe.
Yeah, I can
Whereas,
see
like,
that for sure.
You know, 4v4,
jugs
going
blaring
against
like
each other.
megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like
1v1
secret
with Croc
tunnels
Prot
that
and
only
Final
fit
Destination, let's go.
certified pots, and pathways that are only traversable with
Strokes.
certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub fit for Dionysus. It's even got a dance floor. Navigate Athena's giant strategic.
We don't gotta fight.
Inflating.
We can make love, not war, you know?
To
Yeah.
rearrange the battlefield.
Can have a
to your
dance off.
advantage.
That's still the same thing, right?
Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
What kind of history
Leverage
books
your
were they
unique
reading?
creations.
Yeah.
I wish I had that lesson in school.
Your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach.
This is like a really well thought out
a team
Mario
full of
Party
large cups,
minigame.
maximizing your dousing potential.
Yeah.
of like where they're like, here's this concept, but let's just make it bigger and better.
Yeah.
Saucers ready to quickly
like-
smash up anything that gets in their way.
Hopefully people spend more than 30
Or
seconds
a unique
playing it though.
combination you've discovered that balances power and splash.
I don't know if you can full metal. So from like, I think you can make whatever you want, but I think from the way it sounded like, the system will push you towards having certain
that does tons of damage
shape
and makes the kiln
archetypes.
vulnerable to further attacks.
Yeah, like it's gonna have to be
Letting
something
you
that can
and your
carry
team dunk
water.
on the enemy kiln to
Yeah,
either win big
but I would be very
or
interested if
turn
people
the
could find a way to make Clay Phallus. They will find a way to make Clay
I'm gonna
Phallus.
say, yeah,
The cycle of
the internet will
creation
find a
and
way.
destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can
Wow.
load up on art supplies. and
Double
expand
Fine
your
get a
pot
social
picking
hub before Arc Raiders.
Ooh. Dude, is that something that people have been wanting in Arc Raiders? Social hub?
Yeah. Yeah.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the Pottery Studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made
Glazing, I do
ultimately
that to my
serves the
boys all the
goal of
time.
enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We
Always in the
can't
chat,
wait
glazing the
to
boys.
see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon
That's what she
glaze,
said.
and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
Just then she said
My
it.
favorite is the
I heard
large
her.
vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your bricks.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for
Yeah, it really does look like they're really trying to be like, you can make anything, but you can't really make everything.
No.
Has to be the medium
Can I make an
base.
AK-47?
It's really fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine.
Can't run around
Elbow
like an
style
AK-47.
handle,
Can you
some
really
spot
make
charms
everything?
With a rainbow glaze and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
They're all
Both stickers confirmed. I'm in. Game of the year.
Use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible.
really all about them cheeks.
I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a
Oh,
budding
I did not
artist or a
need
seasoned
Tim Schafer
gamer,
winking at
you'll be
me.
fulfilling your pottery power fantasies. The Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox,
Oh.
PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning.
Not
of
a
the
shadow drop.
Switch.
Okay.
And we're doing regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together.
Interesting.
And we love your help sculpting.
Oh, that means
Be on the
Fable
lookout
Shadow
for
Drop
Throwdown,
right now.
Double fans,
Right now,
Double
yeah.
Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look.
They're
and
all
a chance
about
to play
pot.
in our
I mean,
closed beta very soon.
yeah. You don't come up with
Don't
ideas
say it
like this
5 times.
unless you are all
That's
about pot.
mean. It's supposed to
All
be
about
okay.
pot and
This
butts.
game is called Kiln, an online multiplayer party pottery brawler, online multiplayer party brawl. I'll never do it twice. Okay, I can do it again. Online multiplayer pottery poly brawl. It's getting better. Online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Yeah. Okay. You can fit a fifth in there. You squeeze one in.
Definitely can.
Yeah. Just get rid of that Xbox logo. We don't need it. Xbox is dead anyway, right?
That's what this whole showcase is about.
Yeah, we're killing Xbox. There's some games to say on the way out.
Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time.
No, we're not getting a shadow drop.
Fable.
Oh.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences.
Oh no, my wolf,
Since
it's broken.
2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years,
I do find it
we've built
weird,
a new
like,
team to
just as
carry
a side
that
thing, like in the
reputation
UK, like,
into a new
Royal
genre
Leamington
that we
Spa
are
seems like the
incredibly
hub of
passionate
gaming.
Is it really?
It's like, yeah, it's like every major company like seems to have a studio out there.
be more proud to be carrying on the work
I guess it makes sense to have like-minded people in similar areas.
Yeah, I just find it weird that it's not like a major like metropolitan, like somewhere like London or something. It's just like
Probably
somewhere in the
cheaper.
Midwest.
that we all love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both like the cost you'd have to pay somebody to be employed
At the
there.
heart of our game is a simple recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game
That I
is
can
about
kick
To
chickens
steal
with rats
stuff from
abandoned.
people's houses and then break the door, and so I can just keep repeating the process of giving it to them and then stealing it and selling the property.
quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you're set off on an adventure.
Instead of this, she could have gotten kicked down the stairs and somebody could have left a podcast review, is all I'm saying.
This is why we're not getting podcast reviews, because everyone's being turned to stone.
Yeah, good point.
Never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages,
pretty set pieces.
sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts, rich and poor, nobles
Hello,
and commoners,
Farquhar.
royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during
The
the
little
game
tiny guy running around.
as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild.
The Muffin Man!
The Guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak windswept
I much prefer this
city
vibe,
of
you know.
Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows.
I'm joining the Cult of Shadows. I'm doing it. I don't care what happens.
And
Joining
richly
them.
detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different.
It might just be the Xbox stream that's a little.
They're more skillful, more
Framey.
charismatic.
Maybe, yeah.
More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads. And
Oh, that's
customize
cool.
your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance,
That's new
you
for the
can
series,
be the hero you
right?
want to be through the way
Yeah,
you
I think
play,
so.
through the skills and
It's always been
abilities
like you
learn,
choose the boy or the
through
girl and that's
weapons
it.
you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities.
No, the chicken!
Skill-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Okay, I'm really liking the look of this.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
I like the tone of the humor when they do use it. It's been very spot on for
And
Fable,
we're
I
adding
feel.
brand new enemies
Yeah.
too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
That is cool.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more. When we talk to
I
people
mean,
about their favorite
kicking
memories
chickens.
of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The
Exactly. Buy a house, put a really expensive item in it, and then sell it, and then steal the item
What I
back.
remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making
the amount of time I spent blacksmithing in Fable 2.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Giving them an STD, divorcing them, marrying the neighbor.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion. Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people. Having a bunch more kids. Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
I do like
That's
that.
a little bit creepy. It sounds a little bit creepy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow this this child around for the day and see what they do.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey you, working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And
Now show me what it looks like if you do a full evil run.
Too, but we have a slightly different take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them.
Okay, I do like
They'll
this.
love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, Your Choices Change the World. Let's give you an example.
Catch it.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
Available now.
Playground
Available
Games,
now.
we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch.
I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Day and date on PlayStation, it sounds like.
All of us here. Thanks for watching.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Didn't hear that?
No, I thought it was solid. I assume your favorite thing there was Fable.
Yeah, I think. But I mean, I've always had a love for the Fable series, and everything they showed there is exactly what I wanted from that game.
Yeah, I think it was very on point with like, this is Fable, and they went through a lot of measures to be like, no, it's the same Fable experience you measured, just hopefully more modern.
That's it, yeah. It's very much like, this is what Fable is, but like we're taking it to the next level of like, you know, the humor, the combat, the kind of like interactivity with the world is all there, but just like stepping it up a notch. I'm very much for it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that worries me about Fable is the combat. I think there was like cool stuff you could do in the combat. I don't know if the combat looked like it'd be incredibly exciting to play over a long stretch of time, which I think the benefit of Fable is that you don't just do the combat, you do go and do other things as well.
Yeah, very much so. Like, Fable has never been just like a combat heavy game. Like, obviously combat is a part of that, but like, yeah, it's always been that like the traversing the world, solving the puzzles, how your actions affect the world as well, and like how it affects your character more than anything else. And like, obviously just combat's been like a part of that. So yeah, I'm very interested to see like how it actually feels in hand. And like,
yes,
hey, autumn's not too far away.
No, I think interesting Fable to PlayStation day and date, but Forza not. I wonder if there is some worry internally, or whether Xbox thinks it'll sell really well, or whether there's somewhere internally they don't release it everywhere. They won't be giving the game the best chance to perform, which would make sense. It's a franchise that hasn't been around for a while. So to reintroduce it, you give it the option for as many people to play it as possible, especially the people who might have left Xbox after the 360 who have PlayStation are like, oh, I would have played a Fable, but I'm not going to go and reinvest into an Xbox again.
Yeah, I feel like, like Fable, with it being like a new franchise to this like generation, and like maybe, well, the last two, like the last mainline franchise game was Fable 3, which was like a 360 title. And like, yeah, so it's been so long since anyone's seen Fable, so having to sell that to a new audience, probably giving it like a day and date makes more sense. Whereas Forza Horizon 6, they've seen it's been successful on PlayStation with even with a massive delay.
Yeah.
So using this as like a small delay and like saying, we know it's a proven quantity, we know it can sell. Let's give it to the Xbox users to give them a reason to be on Xbox first, and then kind of sell it after the fact to the PlayStation kit.
Also with Forza Horizon 6, I feel like now that you've already had one on PlayStation, when this game comes out, even if it's to just get people into cloud and like stream Forza Horizon 6 and maybe not fully invest into the Xbox ecosystem, I feel like it's easier to do that with that game than it will be for Fable. Whereas I feel like the reason you would keep Fable exclusive day and date, or not coming to PlayStation day and date, would be more of a case of like, we want to treat our hardcore fans, which I don't think Xbox has really been big on doing that for a while.
Yeah, they've not, like, again, we know the business decisions nowadays are very much like, get it in everyone's hands regardless of where that is. So yeah, it just makes sense to put it on PlayStation day and date. As mentioned in the YouTube chat, no Gears announced today, or nothing shown for E3, which we know is coming this year. But again, I'm not too surprised by that. I feel like these are the things that like everyone was waiting for Forza news last year. Not Forza, sorry. Everyone was waiting for Fable news last year when it got delayed. So it makes sense to be one of the first showings this year. Forza Horizon 6, with it being so soon to launch, makes sense. Business decision with Beast of Reincarnation makes sense to be shown today. Like, there's plenty of time throughout the year as we start getting into those bigger showcases where we get like a spring showcase where they're going to show like the big games, or the summer showcase where it's like the second half of the year.
Yeah, as
You're
much
going
as
to see Gears. You definitely see it this year.
as much as I would have loved to have this developer direct fully loaded with Fable, Forza, Gears, and they had already announced Halo, but if they held that off for this as well, I think that would have been huge. But it doesn't make sense with, I feel like Game Pass in general, and you look at like what they want to do with Game Pass, you stretch out the announcement, you stretch out everything so that people are constantly tuning in and constantly like, oh, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass throughout the year. So I think it makes more sense. Also, I feel like if Gears was here, they would have announced Gears. Gears wouldn't be a one more thing because we already know it.
No.
I do think information came out on Gears on how the whole game E-Day is set in one city, which I think sounds very interesting and very cool. So there is some Gears news out there.
Yeah, there's been leaks about it. Yeah, like being one like giant city rather than it being like various areas.
Yeah,
which I'm interested to see how that plays out. And yeah, but I don't think it needed to be here today for sure.
No, I also think with what was here, Gears would have been like sort of an outlier in terms of like tone, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like all of these can go into a similar tone where the most of out of tone piece would have been Beast of Reincarnation, but I feel like that still was in line with like Fable and even Forza to a really big degree, maybe not as much. But
yeah,
I think
either like fantasy, open world, kind of like those kind of like high like enjoyment kind of games, like Kiln being like the most fun looking on like paper, like just being a 4v4 brawler. Yeah, bringing in like a horror tinged Gears into this wouldn't kind of like not thrown the vibe off, but like it just wouldn't have. I don't.
It would
think
have been out of
fit as
place.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where this, I think if like one game interests you a little bit, their games have a chance of like really grabbing you as well. On top of like, I'm sure Gears probably for like an E3 or some other showcase probably would do great for them as well. Whereas I don't know if you show off. I mean, Forza would work as well, but Kiln you can't really show off anywhere. And Beast of Reincarnation is a collaborative, not really a collaborative game, but it is from another studio, so that's just good to have on top of that game coming to Game Pass, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just to quickly go through, we had Forza Horizon 6, which is May 19th. Looked fantastic. Graphically, always looks beautiful. I enjoy the fact that they're working and collaborating with like people in the car culture and like especially focusing on that drift culture as well. Is cool. It's bringing something new and unique to the Forza series, I think. And then yeah, like I said, then we had Beast of Reincarnation, which is summer 2026. I'm low-key excited for this one. Like again, as now I've talked to you about like I'm in my Lies of P bag, and so like you give me a game where I can parry in, I'm down, I'm in. I'm interested to see what Game Freak can do outside of the Pokemon universe. And again, I don't want to like say it looked choppy and stuff. It might just be in the stream, but like I'm interested to see more. Like maybe when we see like a raw upload of like a trailer later on down the line with some gameplay, we'd have a better idea. But for what they showed, I was quite into it.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think that was a good showing of the game, both like only and what to expect, like narrative wise, or not necessarily narrative wise. Although they did give that as well, but just sort of like what to expect from the game. It's one of those games similar to like Fable of like we've seen it before, but we didn't really know like here's what the game is going to be. Fable, we had a little bit more of a clue because we know what Fable's been in the past, but it was also a toss up like what direction to go with it. So yeah, I agree with Beast of Reincarnation. It definitely got my interest way more than it has.
Yeah. Then the next one after that was Kiln. Kiln's probably the one I'm least excited about, and that's no like take on like Double Fine as a studio. I don't think I'm in the market anymore for like a 4v4 brawler. I like the concept. I think it's interesting, but I think it'd be one of those things where we stream it once and then probably never come back to it.
I could never play that game, and I would be. That's not a game like. It also looks like a game that I'd be fine if like you guys or I had some friends that were like, hey, let's get this game and we'll play a day or whatever, and I wouldn't expect it to last more than that.
No.
Which is not a negative either, you know?
Yeah. It's not in the same like gameplay wise, but like this is like a Lethal Company kind of game to me. It's like I will play it with friends if someone asks me to.
Yeah.
But otherwise I'm good. This isn't a game for me. Like with Keeper, single player puzzle elements, that was a Double Fine game for me. This isn't kind of what I want from a Double Fine game, or just a game in general. But which is a shame. And then like I say, Fable has been the big like rounding everything up. Very much like ticked every box. Like we saw like a better look at combat, the way that the world is expanding in regards to how your kind of like your gameplay style affects the world. And I like the fact that it's not just like an overall like if you are good, people will think you're a good person. If you're bad, people think you're a bad person. I like this. Like if you buy everything, some people will like that. Some people will hate it, and it's kind of like a balancing act. It makes every character or like every NPC a little bit more unique, which I think is cool.
Which there's some stuff with that, like you have to. It's a gameplay experience you'll have to go through to see how well that system works. Because I could feel that system feeling like it's just a checked box of like, okay, this and this. This is how the person will react. Where like. Which might be all you need for a system like that, but it would be very cool if it feels a little bit more fluid and there is a bit more nuance. But that's also hard to do. Like they said, they have 1,000 NPCs, and I don't know if that would be a realistic want for a system like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know like in the original Fable, they had the thing where you could obviously like give gifts and compliments and things like that to kind of build up your rep with specific people.
Yeah.
So I'd like it if like this person automatically will hate you for doing this, but you can work on that relationship with them and kind of like bring
Give
that
them a
level up.
property or two. They would love that.
Yeah. Give them a free house. Don't kick them out. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Just forget about the rent. It's fine. Yeah, those kind of things. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, everything I've seen of Fable so far makes me think it's going to be like one of my favorite games of this year. And again, like getting the fact that like it's coming in autumn is cool. It does make me think like when is things like Gears going to be the end of the year kind of title? Is Halo going to be the end of the year title?
I was going to ask, do we have what's the release date for GTA again?
November. I think is the current release date.
That's rough.
I am 100% expecting that to be pushed back.
Yeah, I am too. But if it doesn't, you'd have to like Xbox would have to be planning of like this is a game we can release in that time period.
Yeah,
I feel that would probably be Halo if I'm Xbox.
Yeah, especially with it being a campaign-only title, it's like something that you can put like 10 hours into and not worry about too much. But yeah, so it's like very much like they could just drop it whenever, and like people could pick it up for a weekend and they'd be happy.
Yeah,
anniversary makes sense. Yeah, possibly, but also like a lot of titles have anniversaries this year, and they can't like fit them in every one of them, can they? Like 25 years of Xbox. It's going to be a big year for releases, regardless.
What is the date? November. Yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense to release it in November as well, but that November 15th date is a little bit scary to land right on.
Yeah. Which do you think maybe that's why they've just gone autumn?
Yeah, I feel like they're leaving stuff open a little bit to be flexible on top of like if they can release it early in these time periods, they'll do that. If they can release it later, they'll do that as well. It just leaves a little bit of wiggle room for that. Which I think works. I think having at least a release date and like Windows here is pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Fable to like slip out into later in the year or next year or something like that, hopefully.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they've gone autumn. It's just like, so it's like if we're ready early and there's nothing around a major release time, we could be like plan around that and just drop it whenever. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Fable's going to be big enough for it to do well regardless. But yeah, like I think everything's going to be avoiding GTA at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think everyone's secretly hoping for another delay for this year?
Yeah, definitely. It'll make it very difficult for especially Xbox because they have so many games coming out right now to choose what goes into that time slot. Because you can't like put out nothing because you still need to incentivize people to keep the Game Pass. You can't just be like, we're gonna push off all our games until early next year, January, February.
No, but this is the thing. Like, if the games are ready as well, like dropping like 25-year anniversary, like dropping all of them this year, like maybe this is like we keep saying like when's the year that Xbox makes the comeback? Like, is this the year? Like, you get a new Fable, you get a new Forza, you're getting a remake of her Halo, like one of the most loved FPSs.
It's so difficult with how
Gears.
Xbox does things now because like all those games could be fantastic and do well, but how many people would view it as an Xbox comeback, right? So they could play those games on other platforms. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't give credit to Xbox for that, but like when we're talking optics, will people be like, oh yeah, Xbox is doing great, as opposed to like, oh, that Fable game is good. You know?
Yeah, it's an interesting one to look at, and I'm sure we'll get into it like as we get throughout the year.
Yeah,
but yeah, overall, what did you think of the showcase?
I thought it was good. If I had to like give it a 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it like a low 8, high 8, somewhere in that 8 range. I think it hit everything it needed to. I think the production was good. I think everything shown was good. I just didn't have any. I think the best showing for any game from here for me was probably Forza, and it's also a game that I'm still the least interested in. I think Fable looked good, and seeing that it is Fable is nice, but it didn't give me any of that. Like, I wanted to see a full experience, and I'm sure we'll get better looked at that throughout the year. That'll really give you like, here's a solid chunk of gameplay of like what going out on an adventure will be like, right?
Yeah.
Beast of Reincarnation was cool to see, which we talked about that already. All those same sentiments, nothing really different with that. Kiln was a surprise, but not one that was really like, oh, I'm super excited for it. It's like, oh, that's a cool creative.
Yeah, I think, as I say, like I would say I was about an 8 as well. I think I said coming in this, like, hype levels were about an 8. Because maybe I was like downplaying that. Maybe I was a little bit more hyped with those rumors of like Fable and everything else.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Fable, Fallout. I'm never going to get that right. Yeah, with the rumors of a Fallout 3 remake coming at some point, which again, if that is a true rumor, and just because we didn't get it today doesn't mean we're not going to get it this year.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
is season 2 done yet? The TV show?
I don't believe so. I think there's still another few weeks. But yeah, you have that. You also, if you look at Oblivion was gonna shadow drop randomly in February or whenever it was that it launched. Like, for a Fallout, they could realistically do a Fallout 3 or New Vegas whenever they want as well, and I don't think they'll be hurting for that.
No, I know they've said in the past that they're doing shadow drops. Like, they did it. It wasn't really a shadow drop, but like when Fallout, I think it was 3 or 4 got announced, that it was like it's coming out like 2 months later, out of nowhere. It was like, I think that was cool. So I could see them either, like I say, either A, shadow dropping it, or B, being like, yo, it's out in like a month.
I think it really depends on who's making it, on how that works.
Yeah,
I think if it's the same, I think if it's the studio that did Oblivion, they do the same thing they did with Oblivion as well, with whatever Fallout do. Like, hey, it's out, it's done.
Than anything else.
Yeah. I guess that's also another way to put it. It's like, how big of is it, like a remake or a remaster? Is more so what it was. Oblivion was weird and fell into like a middle category. If there's certainly like remake, but more of a remaster.
Yeah, some of the more gameplay elements were like remade a little bit just to modernize them, but like everything else structure-wise was there for just like a remaster. But again, like I said, they've got the new engine for that, so if it's just building assets, right? In essence.
Yeah.
But yeah. Exciting times for me. Do you want to wrap us up? Get out of here.
Thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the YouTube video if you guys are here. If you guys are on the Twitch, it helps a lot if you guys go over to the YouTube channel. Leave a like. If you guys aren't following the Twitch channel, please follow. Again, I'm going to reiterate, podcast reviews. If you haven't left a podcast review, you have a little bit of time right now. Go leave a podcast review, 5-star. Talk all the shit you want about Fix. That's absolutely fine, or any of us really. Just a 5-star review. Thank you all for hanging out, coming, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful